What's going on, Twitch chat and YouTube? Wednesday night vintage for a special episode. This is going to be the 200th vintage league I've uploaded to YouTube. I've been streaming for like 3 years now, and there have been many, many vintage leagues played on Twitch, but this is going to be the number 200 for YouTube. We're going to do something special and fun today. Twitch chat has helped me take the deck you're seeing in front of you right now and turn it into a vintage deck. The deck you're seeing in front of you right now is the deck list that I will be registering for Neon Dynasty Set Championship, aka the Pro Tour, aka not the Pro Tour, in a format called Historic. If you don't know what Historic is, don't worry. I didn't really know either. But it's kind of like Pioneer, except there are some broken cards in it. I'm taking a little bit of a different approach to this Pro Tour. It's gonna be on Friday. And I'm gonna play a fun combo deck in Historic instead of playing something that just attacks. And so I was looking at the viable combo decks in Historic, and there really aren't very many. And I wanted to see which of the viable historic combo decks actually benefited from the new cards in Neon Dynasty. And what I found was, hey, this card's kind of close to Bolas' Citadel. It's like a future sight. That's got to be pretty good. And then it hit me, hey, this is a legendary creature. I always need more legendary creatures for my Mox Amber decks. So I went back in time and I looked at old lists from different old Pro Tours that like Matt Nass and some other players who had played Paradox Engine combo decks. And I took those decks and I updated them with the new things like Boseiju, Otawari, Moonsnare prototype, and Reality Ship. And I think I have successfully made a better version than I found on the internet for Paradox Engine, and a deck that is actually substantially better than it used to be. This card turning on Mox Amber has actually been a huge upgrade. Things like going Kinian Amber Reality Chip, or like you have Kinian prototype, play a Mind Stone, sack your Sphere, play a Reality Chip and an Emery. There's tons of cool things. Basically, the combo in this deck is Paradox Engine and Emery combined with a Sphere or double Amber. Basically, you activate your Emery and you play something and you untap something. And as long as you have something that's making mana, you can continually play card like the Sphere out of your yard with your Emery. And so you can draw through your deck or make infinite mana with your cards, or make infinite Storm to kill your opponent with Aetherflux Reservoir. It's a super cool, super fun deck. So if this comes out, this should come out Thursday. So if you're not doing anything Friday, maybe check out the Pro Tour and we'll see if I can get a feature match or something cool. If not, there's a bunch of really cool Zoomers that you can cheer for. So lots of cool stuff going on. So basically, I wanted to take this deck, which is super awesome and super cool, and let's try to play it in Vintage. I've been with my chat for like 50 minutes now, making a Vintage version of this deck, and as you can see, it's of course quite different. I try to hope and keep the same, deck identity while making it a viable vintage deck for this league so that we can probably, win some matches. And so we're keeping the idea of Emery and Paradox Engine, comboing with the better cards of Star and Opal instead of Amber and Sphere. And we basically kind of combined that Paradox Engine Emery combo deck with an existing deck called 8cast. You guys probably, if you've been on my channel before, you've heard me complain about 8cast and how I think 8cast is bad. And the bottom line is 8cast is a very powerful deck, but a very vulnerable deck. It's a deck that is going to punish you when you play against things like Collector Oof and Force of Vigor and these kind of things, because you're playing lands that are both artifacts and enchantments. However, that's not to say that the deck isn't powerful, because it clearly has the power level to compete in Vintage. So we kind of smushed those two shells together. We're still keeping the Emery combo, but we're also playing, Real Moxen, Black Lotus, Vault Key. Paradox Engine in Vintage has a nice combo with Time Vault, which is you take an extra turn every time you cast a spell. So if you have an Emery and something looping in your graveyard, like, I don't even know, like even a Petal or a Bobble, you get to take an extra turn every turn. So we actually added an additional infinite combo, which is really cool. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to use Urza and Kappa Cannoneer, which is a cool new, what is this, a commander card? I believe this is a new commander card that's seeing a ton of play in Legacy, but doesn't see a huge amount of play in Vintage because of like more pyroblast and more larger artifact sweepers. But this is a really cool improvise big ward, which is basically hexproof. Turtle Warrior. And whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, it gets a 1/1 counter and can't be blocked this turn. So not only is this going to, become infinite with certain varieties of Emery and Paradox Engine, but also like you can play this early and it's going to help fight against things like Null Rod and Collector Roof. It also is going to up your blue count for your Force of Will, and it's going to up your artifact count for your Opal. And, it could hold a reality chip. We did manage to fit some number of reality chips in this deck. I don't think you need 4 anymore. In Historic, I was playing 3 in the main and 1 in the board because it's actually just a really super powerful effect, and turning on your Amber's blue mana is really important. In Vintage, it's, it's not as good, and you don't have as many creatures to attach it to, so we kind of trimmed down a little bit on this legendary jellyfish equipment. Yes, I just said the words legendary jellyfish equipment. So yeah. Basically, I'm super pumped for this. It's going to be a fun league. Hopefully, we can win some matches. Let's take a quick peek at what chat said. Chat has been betting on the over-under on how many match wins. The bar was set at 2.5, and 52% of chat, 20 people, think it will be under, and 48% think it will be over. So it's a pretty split chat. We're going to have to see how it goes today. And let's just get into these matches. All right, here we go. Round 1 of this Vintage League with our Kappa Cannoneer Paradox Engine combo deck. We got Rutabaga across the table. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is viable. Keep. This hand looks good. I mean, it's probably, it's a little Force of Will light. A little too many lands, but you got to keep the Ancestral hand, right? No, I didn't end up testing with anyone else for the Pro Tour. The biggest reason is because I couldn't dedicate the amount of time I thought was appropriate to be on a testing team. I didn't want to just sandbag off of someone else's work. Like, maybe there would be people who would want that, but I wouldn't really want to do that to other people. So, like, I did end up testing a lot for this Pro Tour in comparison to the other ones, but, yeah. I don't even know how to do that, Fire Shoes. How do you do that? I don't have any VIPs in my channel, but for you, I would make an exception. Do I just do VIP Fire Shoes? Boom, there it is. Puts up with all the tags I send him, so I think I'm just jamming this Ancestral Recall. They're on 6 cards. If they force it, they're down to 4 cards. So I want a reality chip, but I can't really utilize a reality chip until I have a creature anyways. So I might as well deploy the fleet here. I think I would like to bait with... Wait a second. Can I deploy the reality chip because of... Oh, I have a Sapphire. Oh, I have a... it's too free. Boom! That's an 0-4. Jellyfish. Okay. We are doing things. Things are happening. We have things. What the hell is that? That is not a Magic card. I don't like that. All right, just a pre-order. Oh, are we getting blasted? We're not getting blasted. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's see what's on top. A top. All right, so I could make a construct and then attach my chip to the construct, and I have a future sight. So let's do that. I have a construct. And then I have to untap this, I guess. Sure. And then I attach this to this. No, you have a Bolt now? That's so rude. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Get another Saga going here. Imagine destroying a jellyfish. Like, what kind of human being are you? Ancestral. That's a good magic card. Yeah. I mean, I have a 5/5 that I made off my land. This must be what people were talking about when they said Saga was a good card. Saga feels pretty good right now. Is this the first time Saga's been good for us since June of last year? Is this the very first time that Saga is actually just good? Wow. Okay. All right. So where do we go from here? The problem is, if I play this engine and it gets countered, I can't make a Saga token. I think. Let's do some math. So this is 4 mana, 5 mana. Just this is 5 mana. Yeah, so like I could theoretically, if my Paradox Engine resolves, I can make a Saga token. But if my Paradox Engine fails to resolve, I can't. So I think I just play a top and spin a top and see if we can, like, I don't know, hit a Time Vault. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap my... Oh, I have to tap my Saga. No, I could play a land, right? Play a land, play a top, untap everything. Would be fine. All right, I'm going to spin this top, though, because I think it's better... Engine costs 5. Engine only costs 5. Ooh. Those look good. Sure. I mean, this also has the same exact problem. Has the same problem. But kind of want it. I mean, they have to force it, and I'd rather them force the Urza than the engine. Maybe it's not even worth. Should I shuffle then? And try to look again? I mean, I probably shouldn't have tapped my key if I was going to shuffle and look again. It's kind of worse than a Saga token, though. All right. I feel... I don't really know the answer. I do kind of feel like I want an Urza and an engine for next turn. So I'm just going to keep it, and I'm going to attack. And I guess I'm going to make a token and get an extra damage now. Obviously, that exposes me to... Oh, they're just going to chump? Yeah, sure. Sold. As long as we don't get, like, combo killed somehow, I think we're in, like, super good shape. Saga Gaming. I do think that Passion is right, though. They should probably have wastelanded the second Saga, with the one with less counters on it. But maybe they were afraid I was going to get something good. I mean, I would view these tokens as a threat. They're pretty big already, and my opponent doesn't seem to be a combo deck if they're playing Wasteland. It's more likely they're playing, like, Blue-Red Tempo, in which case I think these Saga tokens are probably a huge threat. So we're going to have to see. They could be playing Dress Down. That would be bad for us. I do agree with that statement. Is it activated? Wow. Okay. Sure. I mean, I feel like I got to be super favored here still. Oh, I probably should have waited till end of turn, but I guess they could have, like, land Shattering Spree at this point. All right, so I do want to draw an Urza, and then do I want to? I do want to make another construct. That's how we're winning this game. And then I can get a Black Lotus and play Engine. I don't know. What am I gonna get? It's probably just a Black Lotus. I guess it could be a Mana Vault or a Mana Crypt. I guess I could get a Mana Vault, in which case I could play an Engine and then an Urza. If I get a Mana Vault, a second top would maybe be good in this deck, yeah. Let's try Mana Vault. This sounds like fun to me. Paradox Engine, does that resolve? No. No, it does not. That's okay, though, because I got an Urza. I also have an unblockable construct next turn. Okay. I played a Reality Chip and a Paradox Engine in this game, and those were the spells that got countered. I can't help it if my opponent's going to counter all my cool things. I'll just kill him with the Saga tokens. Okay, all right. We have to be fair. I've spent the last 9 months telling you Saga shit. In this game, Saga was very, very good. All right, that's all. I thought that's it. Cut the tape. Cut the tape. You didn't hear anything. Oh boy. All right. I kind of don't want to board in anything. I don't need to board in anything, right? Because they're not playing combo and they're not playing creatures. Yeah. Yeah, Saga is obviously a very good card. I particularly just don't like that. I think I don't like the downsides that Saga presents in Vintage, in particular, and I think Saga, its inclusion in certain decks makes decks worse. So, I still think that I think it's very clear at this point that PO is absolutely a better deck when you don't play Saga, or maybe you play one Saga. But like obviously Saga makes like Golos shops better. Saga makes 8 cast better. But I do think Saga makes PO worse, for whatever that means. I got some turtles here. Turtles seem like they'll be good against my opponent if they resolve. I don't think I give a shit about a Ragavan. I do probably need that. That is one of the things that I do probably needs. Can I resolve a turtle here? I'm short, right? I only have 5 mana. It's not like Legacy where you actually tap things. I guess we just play an Emery. I guess I should not have played this Mana Crypt out then. Whoops. Whoops. Definitely should not have played this Mana Crypt out. Well, sure hope they don't play Mindbreak Trap. Oh, maybe I was supposed to hold this? Probably not. Just win your flips? Have you been to the stream before? I know you haven't. I know you've been here before. Are they going to force my Emery? Bluffing Hull Breacher, perfect. Got him, got him. I love when chat makes up lines that make me look better. I'm all about that. We were pretty close to turn 1 turtle. It wasn't unreasonable. Oh, man. They're in the tank about this Emery. No, you definitely have to play Emery. They have like a Ragavan in play. Oh, Emery resolves. Emery hit Mox Opal Mana Vault. Mana Vault casts Kappa Cannoneer. Okay. If it had, I think it would be a little broken if it had Affinity. All right, we have a Mana Vault, so we have a turtle coming. If a turtle resolves, how does anyone ever beat it? Yeah, I guess that's true. Opal probably also casts it. But can we cast 2 turtles? Are we? I don't know. I don't know. Are we trading with this Emery? I don't think so, because we can cast a turtle next turn. I think we just take the L once with the monkey. This is a very hard card to steal with a Dak Fade in. I think I'm going to block, though. There are so many cards in our deck that cast this thing. I think we're going to be okay if we block. I would rather not let them cast the good cards off my deck, because my deck is broken, you know, and their deck is so weak. All right. What do we got? That technically does not do the thing we needed to do, right? Because I can improvise. Fuck is improvise? Tap artifact. Yes. Wait. What if I do? If I do this? I'm short, right? It's just Convoke. I think we just try to find better. I'm so smart. What now, opponent? I hit nothing that time. All right, one less turn of turtles. It's Convoke with artifacts. For, what does it say, 0/1? It's kind of weird. This is getting an Ancestral. I think we would force an Ancestral. Because if they counter our Cannoneer, we could just play it again on the next turn. You know? Like, if they force this, it's not, whatever. Sure. Oh, they have a force. Okay. Force pitching force. So they've just not been worried about Emery. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. I want to flip. Another star. Okay. So star pays for itself. So no reason not to play star except for playing around Mindbreak Trap. And I guess we can just get Opal, because Opal would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap this 5, tap this 6. Okay. And then every turn, this thing gets bigger as we draw cards with star. Kind of sweet. Emery's a really cool card when it resolves and lives for a full turn. I got a turtle. What do you have? You just used 2 forces to counter my force. You can't have more forces. Ha 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 ha. Wait, it gets a counter for itself? Why? Was it too much text to make it say other? Sure, why not? Okay, cool. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. I had no idea, man. I had no idea. All right, what do we got? They can't wasteland me. I got a basic island. This thing's got Ward 4. I guess if they play, like, they can't have a Dak Faden live for a turn. How do you possibly kill this card? You need to get 5 mana and have a Pyroblast. All right, that's 4 mana. They did kill my island after I. Well, no. Why is there an energy flux in your blue-red deck? Oh, no. Okay. Hold on. We've got plans. This is fine. So the first thing we do is we sack this and draw a card. And then we sack this. And then we make this. And then I keep Cannoneer and Pearl. This is fine. Keep Cannoneer. I don't keep this. I don't keep this. I don't keep this. I don't keep this. And I keep this. And then I take 3 damage, as per usual. And then I have a force backup. And I just bring back Crypt. Vault. Vault can get misstepped. Well, I can bring back Opal, and I can play a reality chip, but I don't think I would want to do that. The problem with Opal is if I like lose my Metalcraft, it's not going to pay for my Cannoneer. I need to make sure I pay for my Cannoneer. Well, I don't want to bring back Star because I need to pay for this every turn. So I have to bring back either Mana Vault or Mana Crypt. I think I'm going to bring back Mana Vault, even though it's a little dicey. Well, this way I actually... I don't have to flip, and I can just get rid of it, and it pays for the Pearl as well. I'm just going to force this. This way I get to keep the Pearl, and I could then use Emery to bring back Opal and play a blue card. I probably should only force something that actually kills my stuff. But I don't want them to hit land drops either. Or like Dak Fadens. Yeah, I'm going to force this. I mean, I'm 2 turns. Okay, I'll live and attack for 2 turns. And they didn't hit a land. Okay, perfect. All right, so now I tap. I don't untap. No, I don't keep this. No, I do keep this. Yes. And yes. I do keep this. Yes. And then I draw. Okay. And then I get Mana Crypt. I sure hope they don't counter my Mana Crypt, I guess. No, they have force for my mana crypt. What if I drew a land? I'm in pain. If I drew a land this turn, this play doesn't work, opponent. Shit. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I have 5 basics in my deck, so. I don't have high hopes anymore here. Maybe I was too greedy, and I should not have forced the expressive iteration. I honestly didn't feel like they had that kind of action. Oh my god. That's really sad. Okay. It could be my own fault though here. I'm willing to say maybe I made a mistake. I don't know. It just didn't feel like I didn't want them to hit land drops. I didn't want them to find action. It's just the problem with that is that I guess Force of Will is technically action in that exact circumstance. I really would have loved to draw that Emery that they just stole. Oh boy. I am surprised that blue-red is playing Flux, but you do you. Now my sagas are dead? Shite. Pain! I'm in pain, Jarvis. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're playing some Vintage tonight. I've currently lost my board and my whole board. No, they hit Ancestral! This is ridiculous! Is this why they banned Monkey? Because it was hitting Ancestral and Legacy? Yeah. Yes, I is. I was winning, too. I had a turtle, and I was paying for that turtle. And then all of a sudden, I was no longer paying for the turtle. And everything went bad. Thanks for stopping by, Jarvis. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everyone, from Jarvis's stream. I'll show you what we're doing in a second after I concede this game. Right now. I guess I could have played one more turn, but Ancestral was the card I was trying to draw to. Yeah. So what we're doing today is a special stream. This is my 200th Vintage League that I will be uploading to YouTube. I've been streaming for 3 years now playing Vintage. I just registered my decks for the Pro Tour on Monday. That's not it. I deleted it. Of course I did. This is what I registered for the Pro Tour. I registered this sweet Paradox Engine Kinian combo deck. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we converted this deck to Vintage? And so with the help of my stream, we are playing a hybrid version of 8-cast, except with the Emery Paradox Engine combos in it. And so that is what we are playing for tonight's league. We're currently only in round 1 up against blue-red fair cards. And I'm just going to resubmit. I can't believe we got fluxed, but it got us. It definitely got us. Game 1, we made a bunch of constructs and murdered Murder our opponent. Game 2. The Flux came down. Wow, this is a hand of Magic the Gathering cards. There are 0 casts. That is true. But I took the 8 cast shell and we took out the casts and we put in bad cards, okay? You know? Don't stop being so technical. All right, I'm keeping this hand. This hand's wild. This hand is wild. Took out the good cards. Stop saying things like that. Even if they counter this, it's not bad for us. Unless they negate this. In which case, it is bad for us. But if they force this, we get to go seat top. All right, they didn't do that. All right, so I don't have enough mana to go like engine untap. So I guess we're just gonna go top Emery. Okay, Emery is a no-go. That's unfortunate, actually. I guess we're 1 mana from a Kappa, and we could play an engine. My opponent is such a rude player. They just always force all my fun things. Maybe I was supposed to play Seat and play Emery before playing Lotus? Oh, that's true. I do have Kappa mana. I can tap my top. Now I don't. So rude. 1 mana, destroy target artifact. Okay. Well, those are good. 2 of those cards are very good. Should I... Is there any reason to play Ancestral now? Plays around... Yeah, plays around negation. All right. So if I draw a Moxen, I can tinker. Unfortunately, I took the Bolas Citadel out of my deck, so I don't exactly know what we're tinkering for. We could tinker for a turtle. Tinker Turtle? Chat wants Tinker Turtle for sure. Man, Bolas Citadel would be pretty good here. Maybe we shouldn't have cut it. All right. All right, Tinker for Turtle. Your go. Your move. Damn, I can't... We probably should not have cut Bolas Citadel from our deck. We probably would be 1-0 if we had it. Alpine Moon. Are they going to moon my seats? Nah, they're just going to moon Saga. No, come on! Chat, how does this happen every time? How does this happen every time? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if they don't play Flux, things could be good for us. Saga is so bad. So this puts them to 10, and I get to play 2 more artifacts on my next turn. I swear to God, if we get fluxed, we're gonna get fluxed. There's no shot we don't get fluxed. Expressive? If we get fluxed, we're mana short on... Oh, no, we're not getting fluxed. So now we're going to play a Soul Ring, and it's fine. It's fine. It's fine now. I think we're good. I think we're in the clear. How can they possibly deal with the turtle that has a cannon on its back? That's a true warrior. I'm going to turn off their fetch lands, too. Turtle? Tinker Turtle? Tinker Turtle? Ooh, it's looking good. How can they possibly kill this besides like Hurkyl's Yes, Tinker Turtle! All right, okay. Maybe Turtle's actually better than I thought. Okay. Maybe it is pay to win. This just in, vintage is pay to win. Here we are, 20 minutes later. We have found an opponent. Unfortunately, our hand is not exactly playable at the moment, and I don't think there's enough blue sources in our deck to make this a hand to keep, even on the draw, even with a force. Just because like half of our lands are sagas, so we have like 11 blue producing lands, actually only 10 blue producing lands. It's just not high enough. So I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I'm gonna keep this hand though. Turn 1 cannon, baby. All right. So what do I keep? I keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. We're playing Turbo Cannon, baby. Turtles only. Greetings from Brazil. Awesome. I played versus them a couple times. All right. Saga Soul Ring. So it could be Tinker, could be Workshops. Holy shit, that's okay. All right, so it's probably blue Tinker with a heavy Saga start. That's a little scary because we don't have a force in our hand. Whoa, that's a super nice follow-up for next turn. We can play a Future Sight. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so land, Opal, Lotus, Bobble, Crypt, Cannon. Turtle Power. All right. Turn 1 turtle. Pass. And we even have a reality chip equip. A reality chip equip. Say that 10 times fast. And then our turtle is also a Future Sight. I mean, we might also just have our opponent like tinker and kill us here, but oh, PO for 3? Uh-oh. That's bad. I can tell you that's not good for the home team. We kind of needed Force of Will for that one. I could have cracked my Black Lotus and played both. Yes. Could have. Don't think that's a good play, though. there's like definitely a chance that we want to use our Lotus on our next turn. Tapped the Opal to play Lantern is a good sign. That means that they don't have any more POs. So they're just going to look to make a 5/5 token. We can actually outsize that token possibly as well. Interesting. So I think we just play... Well, we get to see what our top card is. Oh, right. They can't even block. Yeah, you're right. I want to max out this size. I guess the first thing we do is we just play a chip. Maybe I should probably play a chip just using these two blue sources. So I think there's a distinct possibility we play chip, attack, and then crack Lotus and play things off of our chip. Oh, they forced it. And they have Teferi in their deck. Okay, well, I got punished super hard for that. Because now I can't even attack with my Cannoneer, and I can't play my Emery without sacking my Lotus. I guess I just have to do that. I can't even attack here, because I don't want to trade my cannon for a Saga. So... That was, yeah, I got punished pretty hard for that line I chose to use there. That was not ideal. Sacking doesn't exactly matter. Oh, right, this is not an XX. I lost a Tinker and I hit a Bauble. And I guess I can see what they have. One of their 2 cards. They have a Flooded Strand, okay. But I mean, they also get like a top and 2 tokens here. I don't think we can win this game through this. Feels really rough. Maybe I do want to trade a Cannoneer for a token. I can always replay the Cannoneer, right? If I hit enough mana. I guess at some point I could be able to block. They're just gonna get they're gonna get a token and another token and a top is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 7. I don't know. I mean, the good news is one of their cards is a land. The bad news is they have, like, too much happening here. Yeah, I don't really know, like, I mean, we played the cards we had. That's the kind of the downside of playing this more all-in deck without actually having access to... All right, I mean, they didn't get a top. So that's good. But also, we didn't get an Emery, so... It's not good. It means our Cannoneer is not going to get bigger than these constructs fast enough unless we draw really well. Okay. Sure. Yeah, maybe we could have played Emery first. I don't know. I wanted to be able to clear the top card of my library with the Emery. Like, if I play Reality Chip and I don't like the top card, like it's blocking me, then I want to be able to use my Emery to clear my top card, so I could play it. Yeah. I mean, if they were just gonna needle if they were just gonna time walk, I don't know why they would get needle. I feel like they should just get a top instead. Like, if they're gonna time walk and force me to jump block anyways, don't think it makes very much sense to play needle. I mean, my opponent PO'd for 3 on turn 1, or turn 2. It was gonna be a tough game for us to win. All right. Oh god, I have a mana crypt flipping as well. I mean, if we draw time walk, if we draw time walk and we win our mana crypt flip and we draw, I don't know, something else. That doesn't do it though. I guess technically I could draw Tinker. I mean, Emery might bait force. It's definitely possible. It was maybe worth a shot. I don't know. It kind of made more sense to me. Oh, geez. Okay, sure. It made more sense to me the way I played it. Oh, yeah, we don't even have a Tinker in our deck. Not even, I can't even Tinker anything good anyways, so. All right, my opponent is on PO. I'm going to bring in 3 Flusterstorms. Maybe I will bring in a Hurkyl's Recall as well. I don't really think Cannon is the way we win versus PO. Doesn't really seem good. I think I would rather just have Counter Magic instead of Cannon and then do my thing because they're not going to stop me from doing my artifact thing. So the reason I did blue instead of the mana crypt, and I said it before I did it, is because I wanted to be able to play crypt, go to attack, and then play reality ship stuff. And like that's the reason. It doesn't mean that reason was correct. I could have been wrong in that reasoning. Obviously it was a huge punish for me to play blue and have my reality ship get countered. So yep, you can Hurkyl's with PO on the second blanket. It's typically not the strongest play, but it is a play that I think I want to have. I do maybe want 1 Cannoneer though. Nah, I don't need a Cannoneer. This is not the Cannoneer matchup. Last match was definitely a Cannoneer matchup. This is not a Cannoneer matchup. This is I need Flusterstorms. All right, what do we got? Yeah, I mean this hand looks quite good. We can go Saga Petal, Manifold, Opal, Urza. Tap Urza's Construct, play an Emery. Sure, yeah. This looks good. I bought 2 Cannoneer for the stream and I was loaned 2 from someone else. So come on. That is that is super sad days. I can still play an Emery this turn though, so brutal. Opponent. Let me play Magic. All right, so if I draw a normal Moxen, it's really good for me. Yeah, okay. I mean, I accept that as well. That's fine. I don't get any constructs, but I milled a reality chip and a Soul Ring. My opponent still has 5 cards in hand. Like, I'm in a bad place. Okay. Top, Tundra, Opal, go. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. What do we draw? Another Opal. Okay. So I float this mana, and then we get a Lotus, probably. Or can we just get Mana Crypt here? If I get Mana Crypt, I can play Urza and play a reality chip from my graveyard. I don't think I need a Lotus. If I play Lotus, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Urza down to 3. Urza up to 4. I can't. Oh, I can play a reality chip, tap it for blue mana, and equip it, and I could play a land if I draw one. That is an intriguing opportunity. Okay, I'm in. Sold. I guess I don't need to tap like that. I can tap like this. Okay. And then... No, I miscounted, huh? Because I can play Reality Chip here, and then... No, I have exactly enough. Reality Chip. Play our Reality Chip. Now, what's our top card? Is it a 0? It is. Okay, so now I can use my Urza. Tap Construct. Oh, hold on. First, let's resolve Opal. Play an Opal. Tap Opal. Tap Construct. Tap Reality Chip. Equip to Urza. Play our island. Okay, I can't play that one, right? I'm out of mana. Okay. Alright, don't kill us, I guess. Maybe I should equip to Emery? I mean, my opponent can just go like Soul Ring PO, kill me here, but what's a guy to do? Or yeah, Mana Vault PO, kill me. Draw 4. I just don't have a Flusterstorm right now. I drew no forces, no flusters. And they have pretty much perfect artifacts to PO to combo with PO here. It's unfortunate. We were like almost doing it. If we hit up like a bunch of Moxen off of the top of our library with Reality Chip, maybe we could have even won that turn. I guess theoretically, my opponent bricks off, right? I have an active Future Sight and a ton of mana between Emery and all of my artifacts. So there's a chance if we get a turn, we could still win this game, but it feels unlikely for us to get a turn. Like, my opponent can just draw any PO or any Tinker or any Demonic. That's a good sign. Spin. I mean, it's possible you want to play like some Reality Chips in your 8-cast deck. That could be cool, but... I mean, like, we looked to try to... Like, we could cut the Cannoneers and play some casts, but then it's a little different. That, I mean, that's fair. I don't recommend 8-cast. But as I said, 8-cast has the power level acquired. I don't know what's happening right now, but the longer they think, the less likely it is we die. Right? Is that true? They had Oh, nice play. Nice play. Draw 1 card using Hurkyl's Recall. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. It could be true. What? All of that and you had a Tinker the whole time? Just draw your Tinker and cast it with Lotus. Why are we doing Hurkyl's Recall things? Why? Is it Auriok Salvagers? What? But why? I mean, it looks fun. I'll give him that. But we did. They have done the thing. They've assembled the thing. GG's. GG's. It was painful. It hurt. They murdered us. All right, here we go. Immediately into round 3 of this Vintage League. We're up against Cyberpunker, who I know is a PO player because they are the PO player who really likes to have Street Wraiths in their deck. That's their thing. They have like basic Swamp and some Street Wraiths in their PO deck. Let's see what we can do with our Kappa Cannoneers here. I mean, this hand is just super medium, unfortunately. It just doesn't have enough accelerating mana. If this hand had legitimately like an Opal in it or like any Moxen in it, I would snap keep it. But the fact that it just has all payoffs, not enough acceleration, it's got to go. Whereas this hand wins the game in a couple turns, so... This is the classic, does my opponent counter the blind Time Vault? If no, Slam Saga. Well, if yes, Slam Saga 2, probably. Would you like to counter my Time Vault? If not, uncounterable key. All right, well, uncounterable key it is. All right, well, now we sit here and we go, opponent, can you kill us before our saga finishes? And our saga takes 2 turns to finish. So, does my opponent kill us on turn 1 or turn 2? Yo, GG's. GG's. You murdered us. I had nothing. I had no way to stop you. Just like I have no way to stop whatever the heck Cyberpunk does to us here with Street Wraith PO. Let's see what happens. What is this? Is this just PO? Oh, Street Wraith into PO for 3? With triple Moxen? Tinker? Why did we play the land? Maybe they'll hit Street Wraiths on the top. My opponent's hands have been significantly stronger than mine, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe they had Fluster. It's possible. I still would have like played 3 Moxen and then Street Wraith, and then like you could always, you know, hit an Opal. Oh, they only play like 1 Opal, so maybe it doesn't matter. I don't even know what we could possibly draw. We could draw Time Walk. They could hit a land on top, and we could draw Time Walk. Okay, they bricked. After bottoming on Preordain, they bricked. So I think my best and only good spell is Time Walk. I guess I could draw the key itself. Or Tinker. Nope. Well, It is weird. I agree. Well, I got nothing else to do here. I had a Force of Will. So close. I doubt a PO could brick again, but I guess that's a possibility. It is a Saga deck, so... Basic Swamp. Just Natty Vault Key? Alright, alright. See you, opponent. Alright, same idea. Kappa Cannoneers out, Flusterstorm and a Hurkyl's Recall in. Submit. It wouldn't be a Vintage League if you didn't play against PO like 4 times in a tournament, so... You just gotta accept it. Alright, let's try again. Yeah. I mean, I think this is fine. Lotus, Sol Ring Star, Opal, Cycle, look for a blue card, jam an Emery. Almost have Paradox. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty close. This is pretty close. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. This stinks. I really wanted to draw a blue card. Wonder if I should just hold the bauble. I could draw a blue card off bauble. Guess there's no reason not to. Oh, I guess I could have looked at my top card. It probably wouldn't matter. I want to mill first. Maybe I am supposed to hold this bauble so I could get a Paradox trigger. But I also wanted to bauble into a blue card. Probably Urza Saga or a Vault Key or something. All right, well, if I hit a blue card here, I'm pretty safe. And if I then hit a low-cost spell, I go infinite. So, ooh. I think I'd still probably name Saga on your needle. Because you're usually playing a fair deck, right, Passion? All right, yeah, you get to look at my hand. So I'm pretty close here, right? So I can go Emery, get a Lotus, play an Engine, and if I have another spell, I can play it and then untap my Sol Ring and untap my Emery, and then I can play Star and untap my Sol Ring, and then I can go draw my whole deck. So this is actually pretty close. Street Wraith seems pretty awful with Citadel. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ancestral? Oh, okay, sure. This could be it. This could be. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, sure. You got it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What else? Narset would be real bad. Do they play Narset in Street Wraith PO? I do need to draw a 0 or 1 cost spell here. Okay. So here we go. Let's do it. Black Lotus. Cast Black Lotus. Cast Paradox Engine. It's just them. Okay, they have Force. They have Force plus Fluster, I guess. I'm going to force it back so I can try to go infinite. Huh. Are we doing it? I think we did it. I think that we just have it now, right? Infinite blue mana, well, not infinite blue mana, but draw my whole deck. We also have take infinite turns. Draw my deck, take infinite turns. We did it. That was the whole point of the whole evening. We have established the loops. I probably should have led with the Time Vault, to be fair. But, yeah. You know, Star works too. All right, run it back. Can we... That was super cool. Just took a Black Lotus draw with a Force backup. And that's what I hope to do every round on Friday. Okay. I mean, this still looks good though, right? This has a Force. This Saga can get like a Mana Vault for our Paradox Engine. This looks reasonable. I'm going to hold the pedal in case we need a trigger. I almost never mulligan a hand that has Force against PO. It's just kind of required. Street Wraith, huh? If only we could capitalize with our Kappa Cannoneer. I like the fetch before Street Wraithing. Got a thin. Opponent loves the thinning. Sounds really weird. All right. I mean, this is a slower hand, but it's still a doable hand. No? Yes? No? Hold up Force? Hard cast Street Wraith? No. I am playing Paradox Engine combo in Historic. So we did port the Emery Paradox Engine combo into Vintage, though we obviously, the deck looks very different. Merchant Scroll. Okay. Have a win without an active Emery and without Carning a second time. Yeah, technically you could Tome of the Infinite combo as well. I mean, you could Karn once and find an Aether. You could, there's a lot of different ways. Do I force this Ancestral? Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I can get flustered. It would be bad for me, but I don't know. I think it's fine. They have Force, sure. So they go down to 1 card, then they draw 3 random cards. Force Pitching Repeal. Okay. I mean, that's a good hand. Black Lotus, Street Wraith, Merchant Scroll, Force. It's definitely stronger than our hand. Rainstorm. Definitely stronger than our hand. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think we did the play that we were supposed to do. Wow, holy shit. Watch them just untap and tinker here. PO for 2. Okay. It's crazy that they keep drawing Sapphire, because they don't even have 3 opals in their deck. It's really hard for them to make blue mana. Like, they're a Saga deck, and they have 1 opal, so it's super hard to PO off. It actually just works with itself, Zero, because the cards you get are 1 colorless. So as long as you don't hit Force Spike, it just goes off. Probably due to the Wraiths. Agree to disagree. Like, Mox Opal is pretty important to establishing PO loops. So I think playing less than 2 Mox Opal is pretty bad. I mean, I'm very dead here, I would assume. But if I get 2 turns, maybe. Nope, we're dead. This just gets Tinker even if you have to wait a turn. If it just gets anything other than Tinker, I that's not correct, I don't think. Unless I guess if you have a Citadel in your hand, maybe you have to get Black Lotus. Though Citadel's a little rough looking at 13. Grim Monolith is not restricted. There was a time where Grim Monolith almost got restricted during the Karn Forge era, but Grim Monolith is not. Saga. All right, Tinker. Tinker. What? I can't support this line. I can't support this line. Wild to me. Well, what do I know? What do I know? Why not just hardcast this? Okay, sure. You got it. I like how I'm not dead. This is one preordained too, by the way. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to win the game is the problem. They went top bottom. That can't be good for me. Yeah, they drew Tinker? Okay, yeah. Well, I could make an unblockable construct if they fizzle out here somehow. They already fit. They have no more. Okay, sure. So I can make a token and get a mana crypt or a soul ring. And I hit them for 5. They go to 6 with a. I mean, I guess they could have Hercules. Okay, sure. You got it, homie. I didn't board in Needle. I don't really like boarding in. I mean, I guess because it's a Saga Mirror, I probably should board in Needle. I mean, my opponent's Citadel is not super strong. They only have a couple activations here. And they have to kill me this turn. Well, I mean, you could have just tutored for Tinker instead of tutoring for PO. I mean, they should be spinning in between some of these draws. They have so much mana. They found a PO. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough on the streets. Unfortunately, like, this is kind of just what happens when your opponent has Ancestral and Force of Will, and I only have Force of Will with no Ancestral. Well, maybe they just don't like Tinker. They just played Monolith for 2 life. Maybe they just don't like to tinker a lot because their deck is bad at tinkering. Like, it's like actively it's a PO deck with both sagas and street wraiths. So like, it's probably not a great tinker deck. So they probably don't tinker very much. Ah, yes, Tezzeret, the Seeker. Sure, you got it, homie. It was close. Shouldn't have been close, but it was close. Here we are now. It's been downhill ever since we played against PO. We're up against Potato. Braga is playing 8 cast very likely. So we have a bit of an 8 cast mirror here. Let's see how. Let's see if Turtle beats 8 divinations. Well, yeah. So Allura, like, what do you play in other formats? Because chat can help you direct you to a vintage deck. That would be a nice, easy transition. Yeah. So there is a Death and Taxes equivalent. Like it's less like Death and Taxes and more like a Hate Bear. I don't know how much Legacy Hate Bear, like Legacy Death and Taxes, like is like a Hate Bears deck anymore. But there is a mono white Hate Bears list, and there also are a bunch of different Deathrite Shaman decks. So there's like a Bant Archon deck, Archon of Emeria. There's a Deathrite Shaman, Archon of Emeria. There's Bug. There's 4-color Planeswalkers with Deathrite Shaman. So there are a ton of different Hate Bear based strategies. So okay, so we've got like so much mana to work with here. Let's start playing some Moxen. Well, I mean, they want to play a fair deck, and Bug is like one of the best possible fair decks. It's just all fair decks suck. So what can I do? I should be able to play both the turtle and the star, right? So I can play... Oh, I fucked up. I see. If I had held this jet, maybe I could have gotten another Kappa trigger. I think instead I want to just see what kind of blue mana... What I can draw first. I think drawing first makes more sense. See? Now we have additional options. Did I fuck up this Cannoneer, though? Yeah, Aggro Shops is totally a viable choice. You could play Aggro Shops. That's a pretty good equivalent as well. Well, can I still play this Cannoneer and this Emery? Or did I fuck that up? So if I use this is 1 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana... Like, I can't play Cannoneer and Emery anyways, right? Aggro Shops is a winning deck, Slasher. Like, it's a 51% win rate deck. I'm just gonna slam Urza, I think, while I have 2 blue mana. You literally made 4 comments, Slasher. No comment is most certainly a comment. All right, so then my opponent only has 2 cards remaining. So how do I want to do this? So now I can go Mana Vault, Kappa Cannoneer, and then I can play Chromatic Star Emery. I think I want to play Mana Vault first so that I can follow up with everything. So I play Mana Vault. I play Kappa Cannoneer. Nice. I play Star. And then I play Draw Card. And then I play Emery. Is there any reason to save Ruby? I guess I'm not attacking this turn, so I might as well save Ruby. And if I draw like a Paradox Engine, I want to save Ruby. Yeah, let's save Ruby. Well, I mean, I will have the Emery to give unblockable, so it's not like I need it for unblockable, but I might need it for like an engine maybe. Okay, Academy, Mana Vault. So this makes 2. Okay. I mean, currently we're definitely ahead on board. I guess there's no reason not to untap this. I guess a reason to untap this would be another Cannoneer. I'll just take the 1. Save 1 mana. Oh, we have a Cannoneer in our yard. Okay. Wait, that's kind of gasoline. No, we're not allowed to draw action. That is illegal. Cannons. So does losing a damage make sense in case they were to... They can't kill our Emery, right? But this puts them to a... Yeah. Yeah. They could needle our Emery. True. True. True, true, true. All right. Cannon gets in. All right, opponent. Tinker kill me. Though Opal is 1 extra damage to make Tinker less good. This time, my turtles with cannons are stronger than constructs. Sure, what's a construct? Watch them just vault key me here. Okay, that's a good. I could probably put another emote in if I needed to. Cannons. Turtles with cannons. This card's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I do enjoy this. If I have to attack with something, I might as well attack with a turtle with a cannon. All right. So, what do you think, Slasher? What would you board in against 8 cast here? Would you board in some Hercules recalls? Would you board in... What would you board in? It's like an 8 cast mirror, except I have cannons and they have draw cards. Needle makes sense. Yeah. Needle makes sense. And maybe 2 Hercules, I think. And then we can take out like 1 Bobble. 1 Star. 1 Island. Am I allowed to take out an island? Or is that bad? All right, I'm down. Sold. Send it. Turtle. Is it cannon-powered turtles or turtle-powered cannons? Where's the power coming from on this cannon? That's what I want to know. Is it a battery? It's not clear. All right, well, we're going to mulligan. We're going to keep. Oh, they loop. Ah, they loop. I wish I hadn't. I wish I could play this without playing a land, so it like would be more force of will target. But maybe I'll hit a key. I hit a Cannoneer and a Lotus. We have now won more games with Cannoneer than Engine. Yes. Kind of wanted like all of those cards. Sucker. Key. Okay. Probe. Show me what they're working with. They have Yogwill, Island, Saga, Force. So I can resolve everything I want this turn, but next turn they get Lotus, Yogwill, Ancestral. So the best we can do is bring back Lotus and play a Cannoneer. Looks like it. All right, well, let's hope this Yogwell turn doesn't go too badly for us. They're choosing to make a construct. Interesting. I guess technically, if we live long enough, we do have a key coming from our Saga. We've won no games with Vault Key from Saga yet. So I would assume Yawgmoth's Will, Ancestral Saga. Seems like a reasonable thing could happen. I guess they could draw like a Thoughtcast right now, which would be pretty good, because then they could probably draw 2 Thoughtcasts. Okay, Yawgmoth's Will, Ancestral Saga, Lotus. And they probably will have Force of Will. Those are really big constructs. My Cannoneer is kind of small this time. Cannoneer has been on the bad side of construct battles now, more than it has been on the winning side of construct battles. I mean, we had bigger... Our Cannoneer was bigger than their constructs. Like, it's been like 50-50. Like, half the time, our Cannoneers have been bigger than constructs, and half the time they haven't. Unfortunately, like, even if we drew Key... I guess if we drew Key, we get to play it twice. So I think Key's our only good draw. Time Walk is a good draw, but Time Walk gets forced. I guess I have a construct that I get to make. So... No, it's Enter the Battlefield. So if I chump... I mean, I could just chump and live, right? I probably shouldn't... Oh my fucking god. Well, I would have drawn it anyways. So now I chump with Cannoneer and Construct. Of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Kind of wish that Key was a Saga, Bauble was a sphere there. It's really rough because now they can have double Force of Will. I would definitely not want to draw this Key. Oh my god, it triggers. It's crazy. I was thinking we might have to chump with the Emery. It's possible my opponent could have like repealed my construct and I would have to chump block to survive. So I think playing the Lotus doesn't make any sense. Or I mean, it doesn't make, it's not worth it. It's not worth opening myself up to different ways of losing. True of force. So if I just needle top right now, that'll give them less chance to have double force. Will I have enough mana? I cast this, it gets countered. I cast this, it gets countered. Yeah. Okay. I mean, 8 cast could play repeal. Oh, don't they have a force? I'm so confused. Maybe they have Hurkyl's Recall. Maybe they just know they're dead to Emery. I mean, if they have Hurkyl's Recall, I float 2, I get 3 back. It's 5. I still win. Maybe they had no other blue card and didn't spin in time. They should have. I definitely think they were supposed to spin in response to Needle. They have double force fluster in hand, and they didn't realize I've had Volt. That's not good enough. I beat that anyways, so it doesn't matter. It's not double force. It's just it's only 1 force. If they had a blue card on top though, then we would lose to double force. Or if they had played Island instead of Saga. Again, Saga, terrible magic card. Island, strictly better. Yeah, there's like a lot of ways they could have done this and not lost the game. But I mean, that's good. They'll see this in the replays and they'll learn. Hey, what's up, Potato? Matt's lurking. And Interplay is lurking. Congrats, everybody. Hey, I understand. I understand. Oh, man. How do I skip through these? Oh, here we go. Congrats, everybody. Yeah, so Potato, basically, at the very least, you should spin this top in response to my Saga trigger to find another blue card. You could also have played an Island, which will let you play Force and Force backup. Because, I mean, you technically would lose the game in most scenarios because I would just get my key off of my Saga. But I was unlucky and I drew my key. So I had to play my key. And to beat this, you need to have double force. And not 2 forces in hand. I mean double force, double blue card. Because you need to be able to force key, and you need to be able to force key off of Emery. Yeah. It's all good. GG's. I like how we're coming down to the wire on this 2.5 over-under. All right, here we are in the 5th and final match of this 200th Vintage League. We up against Zol Zol Zol, classic Bazaar of Baghdad aficionado. We don't really have any graveyard hate in the main. And I don't know if they're on Hogak or Squee, or maybe they could even be on Tinker. We'll have to see. I don't know if this is a keepable hand. It's a lot of acceleration. It's a turn 1 Emery, which if it resolves is pretty good usually. And we have a Force of Will backup. So I think this is worth keeping. I don't know, like we have a lot of like combo oriented hands, but they're all pretty bad against like Force of Vigor. So I think this is fine. They kept their 7-card Bazaar hand, so that's not good. That's definitely bad. The good news is we do have a pretty hefty sideboard for Bazaar. So there's some gameplay. I have seen them play Deathrite Shaman decks before as well. So it's possible that this is not Bazaar of Baghdad, but in general, Zolzol used to play tons of Squee. Tons of Squee mostly. Okay, we're ready. Let's do it. Oh, that's not. Oh, it's fair blue. Our hand's great. Or unfair blue. Our hand's super nice. Okay, sure. I think Zol. I think Zol had some bad experiences in leagues playing Czar. Wow, we're one mana short of Kappa Cannoneer. What do I want to do? Should we look at their hand? Should we just play Emery off of like Ruby Sapphire? I don't really want to get my seat dacked, but maybe it just doesn't matter. So we can play it off of just this, and that plays around Mindbreak Trap. Doesn't play around like a Dispute, but I'd rather not force anything. I'd rather just play my blue spells. Okay, they have a Pyroblast. Sure. That's fine. I'm okay with this getting... Oh, they have a Lightning Bolt. That's a little bit worse. I would rather this have been gotten Pyroblasted than Lightning Bolted. So then the question becomes, do we bobble when it technically is a mana for our Cannoneer? I think the answer is yes, so we can find another blue card. Wasteland. Fuck. Well, if I had done that before, I would probably not have played Seed of the Cyanod. Then there's a question of, do I want to be able to beat a Fluster? I guess I can't really beat a Fluster. I could beat a Fluster if they had, like, Dak Force Fluster. If I play my Moxen out. Maybe that's not even relevant. This looks pretty bad. Lightning Bolt is definitely annoying when you're playing Emery. All right, let's see what we draw here. Okay, sure. Okay, just a Wasteland. Another Cannoneer. Okay. I don't know if that's exactly true, Slasher. There's definitely upsides to having split. I think they drew Ancestral. All right, well, I'm now... Maybe I should have held this in case they drew another Wasteland. Yeah, you have Mishra's for Scry, but you have like 2 fetch lands in your deck. Oh, okay, so they're playing the Mog deck. Okay, they've milled over Wasteland Pyroblast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Please mill over Pyroblast Wasteland. No, how is that possible? There's only 3 Wastelands in this deck. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. Aha! You used all your Wastelands on my Seed of the Cyanod. Little did you know, I have Urza's Saga. Is this why Urza's Saga is good? People waste your Seed of the Cyanods? Okay, sweet. I accept. No shot, they also have their Strip Mine, right? Yeah, take a peek. They're just gonna play a Murktide Regent. It's fine. Now they're playing Blue-Red Murktide. That's the only deck that plays Thoughtscour currently. Unfortunately, I'm not even really going to play these Cannoneers because I'm going to be making constructs. Turtle should fly. Yeah, that's what it needs. It needs some wings. It has cannon. It should have reach. I agree. All right, they know I have a force. What do you have? Murktide Regent? I should force Murktide, though. That shit's gonna race. Yeah, I mean, I snap force this. I can pay for a fluster. All right, Pyroblast, of course, of course. All right, it's a race. So is a cannon better than a construct? I guess they could still have another force. So if I make a construct, then I have only 3 mana. I mean, construct's not going to get dacked. Going to make it at end step. Is there even a DAC in Mog's deck? One DAC, maybe? Yeah, one DAC Vaden. We hit all 3 Wastelands. And 2 out of 3 Pyroblasts. Not nice. Not nice. This is not looking like a great race for us. But I don't think it's an unwinnable race unless they find their second lightning bolt. Mystic Sanctuary in your 3 Wasteland deck. Excellent deck building. Where's our Shadow Sphere? Yeah. Too true. Too true. That is a greedy Magic the Gathering card. All right, so I can play another thing here, and then if I get a Mana Vault, I guess I could get a Soul Ring. Soul Ring is 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, get a Soul Ring. And then I can go Opal and play a Cannoneer. Maybe they didn't have any more islands. I mean, I think as long as they don't find Time Walk or there's 1 Daze in their deck. They had a Force. So I'm glad I didn't play it that other turn. I mean, currently they're dead on board. They have to find a Bolt. Okay, of course. The 1 Dak Vaden. The 1 Dak Vaden. Wait, I have 8 damage. That's fine. Die. Nice Murktide Regent. I have a land that makes 2 Murktide Regents. And this is why you don't waste Seed of the Scion. You just no-rot it. Man, people playing blue-red fair decks have been a lot of fun today. Yes. My opponent played badly, so Saga was good. What do you want from me? My opponent wastelanded a Seed of the Cyanide that did nothing. I don't think I boarded anything in last time. I think we just resubmitted. Oh, wait. Can we board in Leyline? Blue-red gamer. Classic blue-red gamer. All right, I'm gonna trim on Paradox and on Emery, and on like on the combo cards because it's really hard to combo through four Pyroblast. Stuff. Yeah, this is a Leyline gamer for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna board out some of these Metalcraft stuff. Dig? Yeah, maybe you could play Dig for sure. Yeah, this is my plan. My plan is to turn off their Murktide, so all they have are Ragavans. Evil plans. Thought Scour Murktide deck. Leyline you. Everyone always wants to add cards, but no one wants to take out cards. The classic Hooglin conundrum. I had Yuri on. Ugh. What if they Ragavan and steal a Kappa Cannoneer and kill me with it? Oh baby. I'm keeping it. This hand's pretty bad, but I'm down. Island. Sapphire. Go. That is not a good draw. For those keeping track at home. I probably should have played around Days. Black Lotus? Man. That ain't good. They're just going to hard cast Murktide with Black Lotus. Of course. A horse, of course. Hard cast. All right. I see. Ooh. So does it make sense to play? No, I should just time walk, right? I should just time walk. Let's go get our basic island. Wasteland that. Jerk face. All right. These are not really the draws I was looking for. The 6 drops and the double blue drops that all get pyroblasted. I guess they only have a red mana off of Lotus, though. So now they're at 6 out of 8 for this Murktide. And they also hit red mana. They have a Ragavan. Oh, expressive iteration. Ooh. Yeah, I don't feel favored here at all. Though I guess we get to make a construct. So maybe that's good. What did they exile? Probe? That's cheating. Looking at my hand. Ooh. Yeah. No, come on. Oh, I was going to get dacked, right? Shattering Spree. Okay. Yeah. The good news is they can't play a Murktide Regent, so winning? All right. Just another basic island. Fuck me, stupid goddamn turtle. Fair enough. Well, I do think it's problematic if my opponent draws a Ragavan. Oh, yes. They drew their strip mine. Yes, of course. And have a Ragavan. Fantastic. And they hit my Mox Opal, which has Metalcraft in their... Okay. I accept. I feel like I have drawn very badly. My opponent has drawn very well. Oh, come on! What is this game? That's all four of their... It's all four of their wastelands. They're gonna hard cast Murktide. Was I not supposed to bring in Leyline? I don't know. Leyline seems fine. There's my island. They hit my island. They have they have four. They have four wastelands. All right, so it's not the mod list. They've made changes. They didn't cut the Mystic Sanctuary, though. So they have 5 colorless lands and a Mystic Sanctuary? Damn. What a life. Incredible. That's not a very good card here. Not like this, chat. We're going to game 3 in the final round. Why are we cycling our star now? Okay, sure. Why not? Yeah. They bounced my Leyline? They have a bizarre Brazen Borrower? All right, I'm off it. I'm off it. Okay, I'm off it. We have game 3 for all the marbles for the full payout. All right, I'm off the Leyline plan. I think it sucks. Bring back Flusterstorm. New plan. Flusterstorm plan. New plan. Man, a true 5 wastelands. What a life. All right, new plan. I don't need Leyline on the play. On the play, we don't need it. That's my excuse. Hell yeah. Keep. It's okay. It's fine. We're gonna draw Lotus off of our probe. I'm ready. Oh, mulligan. We got a mulligan over there. Hello. Don't mind if I do. I'll take one of those. My deck needs it. All right. 6 card hand from our opponent. Let's see what they kept. Show me the business. Why do you need Alpine Moon? You have 5 wastelands. All right. Business, please. What do you got? Murktide Regent. What? How is this a playable Magic the Gathering hand? Wasteland, Murktide Regent, Scalding Tarn, Dig Through Time, Brazen Borrower, Expressive Iteration. Who told my opponent this is a playable Magic the Gathering hand? All right, so I think I'm gonna... You think they won't wasteland me if I play Seat? So if I go like Seat, Pearl, Star, Bauble, Emery, then maybe I can play a Urza on the second turn. But if I go Saga, Bauble, Star, Emery, I would have to crack Star for Emery. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. I definitely wish I had a Mishra's Bauble and not a Leyline. Oh, I milled over to Larian Academy, Urza, Saga, Ruby. That's kind of not the greatest. Okay. It's okay. Tinker doesn't have a Citadel, so it's bad, probably. So if I just get a Ruby, then I have 4 mana to play Urza. Trying to find a blue card. Didn't find a blue card. Guess I could play around Daze. Okay. Here you go. Now what? You're going to wasteland my Saga, so you can't play any spells? Okay. You got it. Do you also draw Pyroblast? Looks like they also drew either Preordain or Pyroblast or Ancestral. Who's ready for Ancestral? Nope, Pyroblast. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but I did get a construct out of it. Cannoneer would be reasonable here. Star. So I think I would want to get a Star and Cantrip right away, right? I think that's probably better. Hold up Force. No, I think it's better to dig. We have so many good hits. Okay, wait, I should not have sacked that one because I wanted to attack with that one. I mean, look how well that worked out. I shouldn't have sacked that one right away. That was bad because now I deal 1 less damage, but now I have Force and Fluster. But yeah, that I should definitely have attacked for 6, not 5. Could come back and haunt me here. Because if I attack for 6 and then 7, I guess I could attack with the Emery on the next turn. So my opponent has to draw a fetch land here, right? Or like they have to draw a land here, or they're just like unplayably dead. Yeah, I mean, there's like I don't think it's unreasonable to just hold up Force, play a Bauble, attack for 6, hold open Force. Yeah, it's totally reasonable. I don't know. I just felt like there are so many good draws for us that I wanted to keep going, but maybe there aren't actually that many good draws because our deck is so bad. I think we're looking pretty good here, though. The hands out of these blue-red decks just look so underwhelming, right? Like, my opponent needed a Wasteland for the Saga, but, like, none of the other cards do anything. Are we just on hold now? Yeah, I could definitely see the Bauble play being better, though. I mean, isn't Gidra isn't registering that deck just praying? Well, at least I have chat keeping me company. Chat, how you doing? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Magic the Gathering. Did you hit a land? Survey says they hit the fetch land. Wow. They did it. And then they're going to try to construct bounce with Brazen Borrower. Okay, so this time I don't really like the idea of Bobble hold up force because I would rather just force and pitch Emery, I think. So I think I'm just gonna go seat, play a star, attack, and then crack a star and see if I can hit like an Urza. Well, now I of course feel like a fucking idiot for not doing Bobble, but okay, fine. All right, fair. Yeah, I could draw another force, yeah. If I just force this, there's like no way they could possibly win, right? I guess there's like no way they could possibly win if I let this resolve as well. They even drew the fetch land and it was not close. Volcanic Island, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bolt my Emery. Oh, they have Shattering Spree? I guess if they have Shattering Spree with force backup. Nope. All right. We're in there. It was close. It was definitely way closer than I thought it was going to be. Lotus Spree. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to counter expressive. I don't know. That was like a very similar position to the last one, huh, Passion? It was very, very similar position to the other time. Maybe I was supposed to counter that expressive iteration there. All right. So first things first. Payout. Wait, someone paid out. Someone pay out? Someone paid out. All right. Congratulations to those who chose over. It did. We went over 2.5 match wins. We went 3-2. And you know what 3-2 means? We opened the pity chest. Pity chest? That's a playable card. We take it. All right. Yeah. Oh, wow, that was fun. That was a pretty cool league. This deck was like remotely playable. It has, you know, Force, Ancestral, Urza Saga. It was close. It's probably worse than playing like 8 cast. I was relatively impressed with the Cannoneer. Against the fair matchups, it definitely does something. Maybe there's a world where like 8 cast boards in Cannoneers against fair matchups. Could that be a world? That could be a world. It's possible. But yeah, this was super fun. Thank you for watching, and especially thanks to anyone who came and stayed from the Jarvis raid. I appreciate that. This is the end of the 200th Vintage League that I will be putting on YouTube. And it's been more than 3 years of streaming on Twitch now. I appreciate each and everyone who has stopped by for any amount of time. I seriously don't think I would still be playing Magic right now if it wasn't for Twitch and streaming and the people who hang out with me while I stream, it has definitely allowed me to bridge like the social gap that is not being able to play paper cards during a pandemic, and Twitch streaming has really helped me do that. I really enjoy playing Magic Online now because I get to play with tons of people every time I boot up the computer. So I just can't thank everybody enough for the support over the last 3 years and for the 200 leagues that we've played and streamed. And I hope I see you in the next video.